Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Polydude, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can take your Gen 2 save file from your cartridge and put it onto your 3DS on your virtual console. Let's get into it. So this video has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, and I just haven't been able to because I needed new batteries for my cartridges, and I finally got around to doing it. And then I installed them, and now we're here. So I can finally do this because you need to be able to have a good battery on your cartridge to be able to save your save files in Generation 2. So now that I have that done, and I've already gone through all the work for you guys, and I know how to do it and to put it onto your 3DS. So let's go ahead and get started with the things that you need. So the first thing you're gonna need obviously is a Gen 2 cartridge. For this tutorial, I'm gonna be using my gold copy, but it will work for silver and crystal as well. The next thing that you're going to need is some way to get the file off of your cartridge. I have a GB operator. It can be any sort of file dumper. This is just the one that I use. I'll have a link in the description where you can buy this one. If you're looking for speed, I wouldn't recommend getting this one because it took me months to be able to get mine, but I do really enjoy it. It's a very good quality product. The next thing you're gonna need is obviously a 3DS with the virtual console game that will have to be on there now that the 3DS shop is closed. But yeah, so you'll have to have the for me, it's gonna be gold. So I'll have to have the gold game, which I do, on here for the virtual console. And then you also need to have it modded with custom firmware and the checkpoint. I won't be showing you how to do that in this video, but I'll link a video in the description of the video that I watched to be able to do this. And then lastly, you're gonna need a micro SD card reader, so that way you can take it out of your 3DS, put it in here and put it on your computer so you can make the file transfer. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay guys, this is the first step that you're gonna do. You're gonna boot up your 3DS, and whether you have a save file that you like on there or not, it's important that you have a save file in general on there. So if you have one that you like, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and save that and back that up into Checkpoint first, so that way it's saved and you don't have to worry about it. And then if you don't, go ahead and just create a dummy one. So just do that now, go to a point in the game where you can save and save your game. So once you have a save file already on the game for your 3DS virtual console, you're gonna go into Checkpoint. If you don't see it showing up here, you can hold the B button and that should refresh all of your saves, and then it should pop up. So my gold version is right here. You can click A and you can create a new, or you can just click the L shoulder button to back it up, and then you can name it. So I have gold test right here. You can use 3DS save or whatever you want to call it, or a dummy save. Once you've done that, then you can go ahead and exit out of your Checkpoint app. And this is all we're gonna do for the 3DS at this point. So go ahead and power off your 3DS, and you can take out your micro SD card and put it into your SD card reader and have that ready. But the next step is going to be taking your cartridge and your file dumper and ripping off that save file from your cartridge. I've already done this, and this step might be different for each and every one of you. But for the operator, you're gonna go ahead and go into data and just start download. It's pretty simple. And then once it's on the desktop or a folder that you desire, just like I have it here, you're gonna have your save file. So it's a SAV file, and we're gonna have to go an extra step with this. So you're gonna need internet, and you're gonna go to the description below and go to this converter. It's a save file converter, and you're gonna upload your save and then just click convert. It'll take a matter of seconds. I've already done this step, and it'll give you this sav.dat file. So the cartridge save and the 3DS save are different. So we're gonna need this converter to convert it to this sav.dat file. So once you figure out where this is, probably in your downloads, then we're gonna go ahead and plug in our 3DS micro SD card, and we're gonna move this file onto our 3DS. So now that I have my 3DS plugged into my computer here, I can go to my 3DS and I can go to Checkpoint, I can go into saves, and then we have our gold right here, and we have gold and gold test just like we saw on my 3DS. So it's very simple. You can just choose a file to replace. If you chose your main save, it's very easy. You can just click like a folder like this. You can go right click and you can click copy, and then you can just go Control V to make a copy, and that will transfer over into the checkpoint. So you can replace this right here. You can go in here and there's a sav.save file. You can replace that. You can also rename it whatever you want. So if you wanted to rename it like new gold save or whatever it is, that will show up in checkpoint. And yeah, so it's as simple as just drag and drop from this sav file to this one right here. Don't mess with the secure value. This is where you could get an error thrown at you. But yeah, I just find it easier just to drag and drop to replace, and it will ask you, do you want to replace this file? And you just say yes. And that will be pretty much it. It's very simple like that. And once we're done here, you can go ahead and safely eject your 3DS micro SD card and put it back into your 3DS, and we'll jump over there for the final steps. All right, so now that you have your save file on your 3DS, you can go ahead and restore it by using checkpoint. So we'll open that up right now. We'll go to our gold game here, click A. And as you can see, I have new gold here, which is the new save file that I created for the purpose of this tutorial. It's literally the same one that I already have, so it's kind of pointless, but you can just go the R shoulder button and restore the save file. I'm gonna click no because once again, I said it's pointless, but you're gonna go ahead and click yes, and then it will be very quick and it will be all done. And then you can go ahead into your game, mine is gold, and check and see if your save file transferred over, which it should. There we have it, there's Polly, and as you may have noticed, the time is off. So if you don't really care about the time, then this tutorial is pretty much over for you. But if you wanted to have the exact time that is correct for you, then stick around because I'm going to show you how to do that actually. So what you're going to do is just continue. You're going to go to your game. Just make sure, yep, this is my save file. This is where I last saved on my cartridge, which is pretty cool. And you're going to go to your information here, Polly, that's my name. But yeah, you're going to go there and you're going to need this information here. You're going to need your name and your trainer ID and how much money you have. You're gonna go back to the description below and check out a website that I included. This is going to help you get a password that you need to reset your clock. Gold and silver are gonna be different than crystal on how you're gonna do this, just slightly. So I'm gonna make a separate version for crystal, but I'm gonna show you and kind of walk you through how to do this because mine is obviously not correct either. So let's go to the website. Here we are at the website. So I entered in my name. Now the capitalization does matter in your characters. So I have a capital P and then lowercase everything else. So this is really important. So be sure that you take note of that. I also entered in my trainer ID and how much money that I have in the game and generated a password. And this right here is my password 01066. So I'm going to enter this password in. I'm going to show you how to get to that special menu. Okay, so we're on our 3DS. I'm going to go ahead and touch the screen and reset the game. Yes, we don't care about the save data because it's already on there. So once we get to the main menu, this is for gold and silver version. Remember, you're going to hold down the down button on the D-pad and hold B and select. And then it should bring up this saying, do you want to reset the clock? And I'm going to say, yes, I do want to reset the clock because it's not correct. So I'm going to need to enter my password, which is going to be 0106 and 6. Okay, and then we click yes, and then password is okay. Select settings, and you're going to continue. And then pretty much it's gonna boot up just like normal, except for the fact that when you come here, it says time not set at the bottom, which means you've done it correctly. So you're gonna click continue. And then it's gonna say the clock's time may be wrong. Please reset the time. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Perfect. All right, and now the clock has been set, and as you can see, the time has changed to the correct time, and that's how you do this. Now, honestly, the crystal version really isn't that much different. The only thing that's different about it is that how you get to that special menu to reset the clock. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how to do that right now, but everything else is pretty much the same. Okay guys, this is for the crystal version. This is gonna show you how to get to the special reset clock menu. You're gonna hold down on the D-pad, hold the B button down and the select button down, release the down D-pad button and the B button. Then you're gonna hold the up and left on the D-pad and release the select button. And that is gonna be how you get to the reset clock menu. At this point, pretty much everything is exactly the same as we did on the gold and silver clock reset version. So this is the only part that's unique and special. So it's a little bit harder than the other one, but there it is. And that's gonna be a wrap for the tutorial, guys. Pretty simple, straightforward in my opinion, but it was slightly different than the Generation 1, so I thought it deserved its own video. Consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me and grows the channel and our community here. And with that, you guys, have a good one. Enjoy your Pokemon that are now on your 3DS and can be moved up in Pokemon Home and wherever you want to have them. So with that, see you in the next video. Peace.